and welcome back to the fourth and final video on the stupidest challenge on Hitman YouTube. I'm trying to kill every single NPC on every single Hitman 3 map with just a knife. That means no guns, no explosives, just a knife. For today's missions, we will be going to Dubai, Dartmoor, Berlin, China, and Mendoza. I'm bringing absolutely nothing. I have to find a knife inside of every single level. Welcome to Dubai, where we have to kill 207 NPCs in the world's tallest building, the Burj Al Ghazani. Starting out, I immediately run over to the kitchen and grab a knife. I then bring the strategy I used in the past 3 videos of killing all the guards first to make sure the later parts of these levels are easier. The easiest way of doing this was causing myself to get hunted by the guards, then wait for single guards or groups of 2 to enter the same room as me, where I can easily kill both while only taking 1 or 2 hits. Although there is one downside. If I do get hunted, the original targets of the map will go into lockdown, where they are surrounded by a large group of guards, making it nearly impossible to kill any of them. So instead, I go back to the main party area of the map, thinking that killing these 2 guards would be pretty simple. But several others saw me kill that normal NPC, and while trying to hide, I ultimately get killed, forcing me to restart. My god. I play this attempt way safer by staying in tight hallways and killing solo guards. Until eventually enough of the guards get alerted, causing another big fight to break out. Which I somehow survive. This allows me to clear out a lot of the level until we get down to 100 NPCs. At this point, it just became chasing people around the map because they never just stayed in one spot like they usually do in most levels. Anyway, I finally decided to head up to the penthouse, which has the highest level guards, meaning they have bigger guns. But for some reason, Carl Ingram, the other main target in the actual mission, only has 2 guards protecting him, so it made it incredibly easy to get rid of those 2 guards than Carl Ingram himself, making sure that he doesn't evacuate. Guards then start piling up this stairway, causing me to go hide back in Carl's office, where another big fight against a lot of guards goes down. Getting down to Marcus, it seems like a lot of the guards that were protecting him were the ones I just fought, only leaving him with 2, making it very easy. Skipping ahead a bit, we finally get down to the last 10 people. This is the most annoying part about every single one of these. How are they so unaware about what is happening around them? She was literally looking over this and didn't see any of those dead people. There's the last 2, baby, let's go. Finishing Dubai after only half an hour, this pace seems very good for the rest of the challenge. So, let's just waddle our way all the way over to Dartmoor, an old familial mansion in England with 2 locations. A large outside area that includes a hedge maze in the back, and the mansion itself. Obviously, I do have to find a knife in this level again, just like I did in Dubai, and it's in potentially the weirdest location possible. I had to climb all the way up to the room where the already dead body is in and grab the only knife in the entire map. Why it's in the murder room, I don't know. I then killed the first couple guards around the murder room. Then I just head upstairs so I can easily work my way from top to bottom of this giant mansion. With these long hallways, it was very easy to lure single guards away to check on dead bodies, allowing me to get easy kills. After very easily killing all the NPCs on the top floor, I head back downstairs to deal with the second floor, where I accidentally throw my knife past Alexa, so I have to go punch her, which ends up getting me spotted by one of the guards that just heard me punch her. So another long fight starts, where I almost die multiple times, but I pull out an old strategy of just hiding in the bathroom and killing them one by one as they funnel in. After getting out of that situation, I head back downstairs to avoid even more guards that are heading upstairs, but I get spotted almost immediately by a guard down here, causing the guards from outside to start pouring in, causing another big fight downstairs. After finally dealing with most of the guards that piled into the mansion, I have free reign to go around the mansion to get rid of most of the normal NPCs, until we finally get to the outside part of the map with only 49 NPCs left to go. So I make my way over the cemetery section and finish that part off before heading back to the main gate, which I forgot had people at it because I snuck my way in past them. Skipping ahead to the final 10, most of the NPCs were in the maze part of the map, allowing me to quickly get down to the final 2. There's one. Oh. And after killing the final NPC, I make the very long walk back to my motorcycle and drive all the way to China, where there are 176 NPCs I have to deal with across 3 main sections of the map. The lab underneath the map, which has a good amount of guards, the abandoned apartment complex, which has even more guards, and finally the public section of the map. Starting off, I again go grab a knife, obviously, and this time, this one is in a normal part of the map, so just climbing through the window of this kitchen, I grab a knife and start killing. Not wanting to deal with the apartment building first, I go and make my way over to the lab and sneak into the security room and attempt to stealthily kill the 4 targets here. But that lasted about 2 seconds before the entire lab becomes aware of me. I need to grab that other dongle so I can get down to the lower floor. There we go. Hacking my way into the other security room they have in this single lab, I start another fight with these higher level guards. Then I spot Imogen Royce, one of the main targets on this map, who is being escorted by a group of guards, which I attempt to... Honestly, I don't know what the plan was here. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. But I was able to outmaneuver all of them, allowing me to kill a large amount of those high-level guards. But I did have to worry that Imogen might evacuate, similar to what happens in earlier Hitman levels if the target gets frightened. So I make my way over to where they currently have her locked down, and the second that one of them even sees me for a frame, they attempt to move her. Extraction point. Does she leave? I'm gonna go follow her. Just make sure to... There we go. Okay, so now she can't leave, even if she was able to in the first place. Finally, we are done with the lab, so I make my way out and start causing chaos around the public area of the map. Until we reach 67 targets left, and then go onto multiple rooftops I didn't even know existed, to be honest. And then make my way over to the apartment building, where after just killing a room full of 4 NPCs, the entire building gets alerted somehow. But I do kill Hush, stopping him from evacuating if he was even able to. I go over to another rooftop I didn't know existed. Can you tell I don't play China that often? Then, after 3 different notifications that bodies have been found in the apartment building, I make my way back there thinking that there was going to be more than one guy spotting all those bodies, but no. So, I start the very annoying part of just walking around until I find somebody. Until I go to the bridge that connects to the metro, finding 1 target, and then finding the other 3 in the metro station. Awesome. But because I don't play China at all, I now just realize that I can't get in there. So I do have to do a little bit of free cam teleport into here. allowing me to kill the final 3 NPCs and exit through the metro station that I apparently couldn't get into 3 seconds ago. After finishing China, I ride the metro all the way to Mendoza. We are not doing Berlin yet, it was by far the hardest level, so we're saving that for last. But before we start Mendoza, if you guys do like the video, please do hit that subscribe button. I am throwing a lofty goal of trying to hit 10,000 subs by the end of 2026, and the only way we can do that is obviously by you guys subscribing. Duh. Thank you, and back to the video. Welcome to Mendoza, where there are 305 NPCs across 2 different sections of the map. One is a private villa hosting one of the main targets of the mission, and the vineyard that is hosting a party. Starting out, I head down to the vineyard section and grab a knife from the break room of the production room. Then heading up to the villa, I try to eliminate some of the guards surrounding it to make it easier to clean up here. But I got spotted while trying to kill the first guard, causing a firefight, ending this attempt very quickly. Jeez. Again, grabbing a knife from the production room, I try to stealthily kill the guards this time, but I was spotted on the first guard again, but this guard takes potentially the longest route over to me instead of just shooting me. Getting over to the valet parking area, I kill one guard, causing a bunch to look over at me, but I am able to get over to this hallway, which ends up with me dying again. Dude, jeez. I get into literally the exact same situation on the next attempt, but I'm able to luckily and barely kill all of the guards this time. Usually with over 100 people left, these levels kind of seem like they're still crawling with people, but this one felt empty. Like 1 or 2 people in every location. Eventually though, I went down to the actual vineyard where I found a bunch of people, bringing our total down to under 100 NPCs. Finding another big group near the entrance, I'm able to kill all of them, bringing my total down to 10 people left. I find a guard moving bodies down in the vineyard, and obviously, after he dies, I'm down to 1 target. But this is where this level gets weird. The last target is my handler, Diana, but I can't hurt her with melee, I can't stab her, I can't throw my knife. So I do end up having to get a gun and shooting her in the face. Sort of completing Mendoza. Mendoza is done. Finally. Romania is literally impossible. I can't start with a knife, and there's not a single knife on the entire map, so now is the time for by far the worst map of this entire series. Berlin, with 212 NPCs over 4 different locations. This was terrible. On Berlin, there's also this very fun mechanic where if I kill 5 of the possible 11 undercover ICA agents, the rest of them leave. So I start out by getting a knife from the food truck, killing one of the ICA agents at the biker hangout, and after eventually killing the last of the 5, the ICA handler pulls the plug on their mission, causing every single one of them to sprint towards exits, but different ones depending on where they are on the map. I was able to kill a couple on their way out, but once I killed the last regular NPC, there were 4 people left that I wasn't able to kill on Berlin because they left like 40 minutes ago. So is it possible to kill every NPC in every level in Hitman 3? Sort of, but also no. Okay, bye.